Welcome to the past portals of total mind recall. This is plasma number 4 out of 10, and this consists of the red overtone moon. And so, as we go ahead and get started, let's start with the prayer of the seven galactic directions. From the east, house of light. May wisdom dawn in us so we may see all things in clarity. From the north, house of night. May wisdom ripen in us so we may know all from within. From the west, house of transformation. May wisdom be transformed into right action so we may do what must be done. From the south, house of the eternal sun. May right action reap the harvest so we may enjoy the fruits of planetary being. From above, house of heaven, where star people and ancestors gather, may their blessings come to us now. From below, house of earth, may the heartbeat of her crystal core bless us with harmonies to end all war. And from the center, galactic source, which is everywhere at once, may everything be known as the light of mutual love. Ayum Hunaku Eva Maya E Maho. Ayum Hunaku Eva Maya E Maho. Ayum Hunaku Eva Maya E Maho. All hail the harmony of mind and nature. Ashe, Ashe, and Asheo. And so it is. I want to make some acknowledgments to the source of all creation, the Galactic Federation, the foundation for the law of time, the Jewel University of Immortal Sciences, star elders, ancestors, master teachers, indigenous elders, the mimic priesthood. Some special acknowledgement goes to Tanetta Muhammad of the Nation of Islam, kin number 67, Balloon Votan Jose Aguez, one of the original founders for the Foundation of the Law of Time, and board members, kin number 11, and the closer of the cycle of 2012. Also, Red Queen Stephanie South, who is the current director of the Foundation for the Law of Time, and kin number 185, High Priestess Ma'at and Makaru Amen, who's the High Priestess of the Mimic Priesthood, and kin number 242, Dr. Jewel Pukram, who is the Chancellor and founder of the Jewel University of Immortal Sciences, kin 210, and Vazak Votan Wanik Kimi Tahuti Shabazz, also known as the closer or the opener of the new cycle after 2012, and kin number 86. For a combined total kin of 21, the Red Galactic Dragon. And if we add my kin 239 to it, it adds up to the Omega of the Kanich Ahau, which is kin number 260, the Yellow Cosmic Sun. Ashe. All right. So we're in the past portals of total mind recall, and we're on day of plasma number 4. And as we move through these plasmas, we're moving and working with the portals that are taking us further into our memory. And in our memory are greater states of consciousness of who we are and how we operate in order to be and to become. And so, therefore, as we come through this awareness, we are able to operate in a more dynamic fashion in the body on this planet with purpose, with clearing up our karma and self governance. So, we are now in the space here on March the 28th, kin number 109, which brings us into the memory and the recall of I am in total recall of purified energy healing, the alchemy of healing, the alchemy of energy puts us in a position to heal ourselves and help others heal themselves as well. And to bring us into vibrational alignment, we must understand and understand that we must think and operate in new patterns to break the cycles of the past. And as we break those cycles of the past, we usher in new patterns for us to think and operate in the present future. As we do this, we move through the 13 moon, 28-day cycle, the dream spell calendar, which allows us to initiate the process of synchronizing our brain with cosmic cycles. And as we do so, we open up the monolith of self, the all-seeing eye that helps us not only gain the self-image, but the vision far beyond the body, far beyond the planet, far beyond the solar system, and far beyond the universe, into the unmanifest. And so, as we're able to do that, these insights that we can gain from thinking further can exalt our imagination. And with that imagination, we can create and manifest in the phenomenal physical world as we carry out our purposes on Earth. So, we are in the yellow resonant seed solar cycle of targeted awareness. We're in the solar jaguar moon of intention in the third and the fourth heptad, where patience, where power ripens fruit. The question that this moon asks is, how can I attain my purpose? The plasma is Dali, which is in the 22nd position out of 28 of the solar jaguar moon and connected to the crown chakra. Evolve into higher states of consciousness until you attain your purpose. The archetype is the moon, and the tone is the fifth tone that we call the overtone, together combining to make kin 109, which is the 109th expression of the creator, as the red overtone moon. The affirmation states, I empower in order to purify, commanding flow. I seal the process of universal water with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided, and I am guided by the power of navigation. I empower in order to purify, commanding flow. I seal the process of universal water with the overtone tone of radiance. I am guided by the power of navigation. One more time, two, knock it in. I empower in order to purify, commanding flow. I seal the process of universal water with the overtone tone of radiance, and I am guided by the power of navigation. And I am a galactic activation portal in order to purify, commanding flow, universal water, radiance, and the power of navigation in me. Enter me. I say. As mentioned earlier, The moon is the ninth out of 20 archetypes. And the moon is also known as Muluk, which is the spiritual name, and the healer. The BMU 306 reads, I am the healer, coded by the red moon. My number is 9, the power of time, destiny, and the cycles of life. From within the living waters, I merge with the universal flow, purifying all within my sacred stream and lifting the vibration in every nature kingdom. I am the harmony of wholeness and the regeneration of life. I am fluid and flowing at one with the phases of the moon. I am the queen of life nurturing water. I am the rain and the stream as it flows, feeling the plants, feeding the plants and the flowering herbs. In my sacred stream lies the kinship of all. I am crowned by the restorative splendor of leaves, roots, seeds, and flowers. The supremacy of divine mind. To know me is to know my endless powers of healing. To know me and to know my endless powers of healing is to cast aside all doubt and enter the stream of the faithful ones. Ashe, Ashe, and Asheo. All right. So find yourself in a comfortable seated position as we move into the energy of Dali. And in the heat of Dali, we're activating the first mental sphere of pre-consciousness and the first time dimension of cosmic creation. I want you to take a deep breath. Breathe in and release. Breathe in again. And release. Feel the energy of all the life forms on this planet. Feel the energy of the sun. Feel the energy of the movement of all the planets in this solar system. Feel the energy as it flows through you and becomes you. This time, breathe in again. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath, and hold it. And release. Feel the prana and the support that all life forms have and has on your purpose and your state of being on this planet. Now we're going to move into a different pattern. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. And release for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. And release for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. Breathe in for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. And release for 4 counts. Hold for 4 counts. As you continue to breathe, allow yourself to remain in the lotus position and see yourself in as a silhouette in lotus position with a white light pulsating at the top of your head, at the top of your brain. This pulsating light is your crown chakra. As it's pulsating, I want you to take your right hand, the palm of your right hand, and place it right on top of the light. And you should feel warmth on your head. As you feel warmth on your head and your hand, remove your hand and allow this light to pulsate and now descend throughout your entire body. As it releases, it goes down and covers the third eye and the throat chakra. So it covers the head and the neck. It continues to descend through the shoulders and the arms and the torso of your body, the core of your body, as it continues to travel through your legs and travels through your fingers and toes. As this process continues, you will notice that you are completely engulfed in the light. And as you have become this purest form of light, every aspect of your body becomes purified. The Overtone moon and this light completes the process of purifying your heart. It takes your heart being purified to humble you so you can realize the true greatness of the power of God, the power of the light body, the power of the Akasha in you. It is this light that galvanizes every cell in your body. It is the light that activates your spirit. It is the light that cleanses and purifies all the vital organs in your body. And as you're able to experience this light in its cleansing process, you begin to feel lighter and you begin to float in space. You are levitating now. In the imaginal realm, imagine that you are now levitating because you feel so light. Your body is so light, you begin to ascend up through the ceiling, ascend into space, into the sky in such a way that you're able to appreciate all the elements that create the biogeochemical processes for all life forms to exist on this planet. The archetype is the red moon that brings us into the totality of remembrance of our whole self and our whole being. These three holons, the body temple, the etheric body, and the rainbow body, which is the energetic light body, come together as a perfect triad. And when this purification process is complete, it allows the energy to flow effortlessly and you to manifest at will. You've now put yourself back together as the God that brought you here in the physical form. And therefore, now you can override any habits that don't serve your highest expression of self, any processes that do not allow your divinity to be the prominent aspect of your purpose, so you can complete it on this planet and clear up any karma. The tone is the overtone, which deals with empowering command and radiance. Its core purpose, central intent, foundation, place of centeredness, simplicity, and acceptance of your humaneness or your humanness, evolving into the synchronistic human. 5 is the ray of center, the central point of the tetrahedron. 5 is the first bar, the foundation of humanity. It is the ether and the G-force in and out of the individual self. Step into the center of your crystalline core. What do you find there? What is your foundation, your core purpose, your central intent, your individual vision? Allow your imagination at this time to really contemplate, what is your vision for yourself, for you to hear? What is your vision of what needs to be completed on this earth by you? Use this vision as an access to the truth at your stellar core. See yourself as an ever expanding hub of truth and light. Remember, there is great wisdom to be found in the human form. In genuine acceptance of your humaneness, you find your foundation of your individual self. Turn inward and bring more light into your form. Turn inward and bring more light into your form. Right now, turn inward and bring more light into your form. There you will discover the foundation of your sacred center. And in meditation, you will receive the serenity of the Unis Monday, the place of perfect centeredness, in letting go of who you think you are to become who you actually are. You are always sitting in the center of self. You are the center of your own universe. You are the center in your holographic universe, your holographic world. And as you realize this, you are charged, and the light that your body is housing as the avatar, as the spacesuit that's supporting the God essence as you walk this planet, has amplified tenfold, has just amplified 100-fold, has just amplified 1,000-fold. And as you are hearing and feeling this amplification, a lightning bolt comes from out of nowhere in the sky and strikes you right at the crown of your head. And that lightning bolt is the energy for you to go further, for you to go deeper into the supernatural, for you to go into the superliminal aspects of yourself, your mind, your heart, to re-engineer every cell in your body to its original form, its original God form. The DNA is upgraded. into the new time, the second creation, where sound influences plasma, and plasma is how consciousness travels. And so therefore we can time travel with this purification of consciousness. Allow this purification of consciousness to dominate any preconceived notions that you come up with, any precognitive functions that you have before you create your cosmos, before you create in your holographic universe, that these faculties that have now been activated, that have lied dormant in your mind in a pre-consciousness state, now have been activated. All of your mystical powers you're able to tap into. All of your paranormal abilities you are now able to tap into. And to be able to combine that with the subconscious aspect of your mind so that you can trust your subconsciousness as the part of yourself that has no limit. It's the link to the omnipresent and omnipotent mind. Feel yourself tapping into these innate abilities while you're in your own body. The first thing that you will realize is you don't have to go out of your body, that there's a spiritual solution to every problem. And you don't have to go outside your body to get the solution. Once you get the solution and know that the solution is from within, now we attract our companions of destiny that have a similar frequency to protect and advance the momentum of our experience of creation, our experience of the energy and the frequency that we're emitting, factored by time, the evolution of consciousness equals a beautified art. And so therefore the moon, Muluk, the healer, is the second stage of love, for you cannot reach unconditional love within yourself without having a purified heart. This purified heart creates a force field around you that's impenetrable by lower frequencies, lower intentions. This purified heart provides a procedure and methodologies for self-governance in its highest form based on universal law. Now you can be truly non-judgment and non-attached to the illusions that you thought were real. Those illusions are there to lead you to higher states of enlightenment, higher states of consciousness, so you can realize aspects of yourself that you couldn't before. Take a moment to realize your expanded self with a purified heart and visualize that the flow of energy that you're radiating out of the palm of your hand can know, can heal, that it can purify and flow and cleanse and transform energy into its purest form. Enlightenment is pure consciousness at its highest level. And that gives you access to all the evolutionary aspects of yourself The 7 terrestrial levels of evolution are now open to you. The 7 celestial layers of evolution are now open to you. And the 7 universal levels that houses your immortality. The key to the deathlessness of immortality is that you stay in a purified heart. And as long as you stay in a purified heart experience, you will have the opportunity not just to see what being an immortal is like, but to demonstrate that with this physical body and show others how to do the same. The sacred sound for Dali is Om. Like a foghorn from a ship. We clear through the fog. We clear through the mist. We clear through any confusion as we chant the sacred sound and open up the pathway and pathways to greater consciousness and greater enlightenment. Know your true essence of your being. Do not be limited to these programs that confine you to your physical self any longer, confine you to artificiality, to confine you to idol gods, to confine you to the most limited aspect of your being. Allow your purified heart to permeate this and access the highest forms of spirit, access the highest forms of the light, and bask in the Akasha. Repeat after me. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified energy healing or healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. I am in total recall of my purified healing energy. Now exercise the breath of fire as we close out. Continue with the breath of fire. Continue with tapping into the imaginal realm of this purified energy. Bask in it, bathe in it, allow yourself to become it as you completely transform your energy into its highest expression of self in my body, in your body. I empower in order to purify. Commanding flow, I seal the process of universal water. With the overtone tone of radiance, I am guided by the power of navigation. I empower in order to purify. Commanding flow, I seal the process of universal water. With the overtone tone of radiance, I am guided by the power of navigation. One more time to lock it in. I empower in order to purify. Commanding flow, I seal the process of universal water. With the overtone tone of radiance, I am guided by the power of navigation. And I am a galactic activation memory portal back into my consciousness in order to purify, commanding flow, universal water, radiance, and the power of navigation into me. As we quantum leap into the new time from the new mind and the total mind recall. Give thanks to the Synchronistic Human School of Enlightenment and all of its faculties and staff, students, and all of you. I want to thank you for being present for your evolution. And I would say, in Lakesh, Alakim, I am another you, and you are another me. Hotep, Etipu, and Namaste. And remember, evolution is the solution. Enjoy your creation. Peace.